facts or something? Okay. Sam doesn't.
I think I may be too drunk to win.
Joe Bus, I kind of agree. I sort of kind of agree with you about that. So what did you do about alcohol metabolism?
Okay, so basically the way it works is it's basically a two-step process in your body. So alcohol comes in, you have an enzyme called alcohol dehydrogenase. And what that does is it turns alcohol into a compound called acetaldehyde. And acetaldehyde is very toxic. It's about 30 times more toxic than alcohol. But your body, you know, when you digest food, like your body makes alcohol as part of just the metabolism process. So it's not that big of a deal. Like it's part of the natural human metabolism to have acetaldehyde in some amounts in your body. And it's also what's responsible for what you may know as the Asian glow.
Really?
Yes.
So is that like a hangover precursor?
So basically what happens is Asians have, some Asians have mutations in their...
Ooh, okay. I see you. That was tight.
Yeah, so there's a gene that, you know, basically makes that enzyme. And in some Asians, that enzyme is abnormally good, abnormally fast at converting alcohol into acetaldehyde, which makes it build up faster.
So you're saying the glowiest Asians are the best ones?
Well, they have a very, it's, you know, you don't want to, there's a balance between the other enzyme because the other enzyme turns acetaldehyde into acetic acid, which is, you know, basically harmless.
So you're saying the Asians with the glow are literally toxic?
They are at an increased, they have, yes, basically yes. Okay. So they don't, their acetaldehyde gets ahead of the enzyme that turns it into acetic acid, which they also have a mutation that makes it not quite as effective.
Right.
So that's why Asian glow happens.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
To recap, the pathway is alcohol to acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde to acetic acid. So what is causing hangovers? The surprising answer is that we still don't really know that much.
Wait, really?
We still really
we don't know why hangovers happen.
We have.
I thought it was just like your
minor. We know that are things that contribute to it, but not what. Basically, not like, oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna punch him. But
I
he
did
didn't
too.
He didn't have one charge.
Right.
Sakurai.
Ooh, okay, so yeah, we don't really know like which things are the major contributors to hangover symptoms. We know like what some of them are, but we don't really think there's not like the one thing that we found that's definitely the cause, or that can be established as a cause. You know, everybody knows dehydration is part of it, and that's definitely part of it, but just simply hydrating yourself, you know, that's just going to turn your hangover from like an 8 into a 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so I have a question. So can you get a hangover from something other than drinking? Can your body have those same sorts of responses?
You know what's interesting is one of the articles I clicked on is something called, I forget the exact name, but it's something called like auto brewery syndrome, where you have some kind of mutation in your digestive system that like abnormally turns food into alcohol more often than it normally does.
You can also get like bacteria or some kind of yeast. Basically, it ferments in your stomach.
Yeah.
And you produce, and you're basically like, you are your own alcohol producing.
Huh.
Yeah.
So some people just eat and get drunk all the time.
But obviously it depends on like the kind of foods that you eat.
That's really. I mean, it makes sense to me, just kind of like biologically, that like, okay, if you're responding to that, there's probably something else that can cause the same symptoms.
And so.
Shout out to Xanamaster for the 6-month
subscription.
Thank
you. So yeah, you know, alcohol is a kind of a medial step in a lot of things that you metabolize.
Right, I mean, these are things I remember learning when I took bio and like that sort of thing, right?
And even in non-fermented drinks, like in soda, for example, those are still actually between like 0.5 and 0.25% alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's some minimum limit.
That's pretty funny.
I think Sprite has the most. Sprite is like closer to the 0.5.
Had some Sprite last night. I was
yeah.
feeling kind of tipsy before I went to bed, to be honest.
But, I mean, it's so hard. You'd have to drink, I mean, you know, you'd have to get like 13 Sprites to have a beer. And basically, your base rate of metabolizing alcohol is about 1 drink every 90 minutes. So if you can drink that many Sprites in 90 minutes and not vomit or whatever, then you know you might get a tiny bit.
You actually need to stop drinking soda if you can.
Yeah, you have more problems than trying to get drunk at that point.
You're probably gonna have diabetes in the near future.
Instant diabetes, dude. What is this crazy DK shit?
It's the Green Ranger. They should make a Green Ranger Donkey Kong skin for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I always felt like the green Donkey Kong was like, he's like one of those sloths that are so slow that like moss and shit starts growing on them. So like the green is not actually his fur. It's actually like a colony of you know, insects and bacteria and plants and lichen and stuff that it just has grown on him.
Let's go, Toph.
Yeah, so somebody in the chat says Green Ranger has never beaten Borp. He's
Borp
like
is
0-20 lifetime against Borp.
Borp is a god, so...
That's true. Where was he on the... I mean, Borp should have been on the MIOM rank.
He's going to be released at 0 later, I think.
That's probably true. Is 19 credit hours too many for a first-year, first-semester student?
How many...
I think so.
How many hours is a class?
So my first year, I did 16 credits. And then actually my senior and my junior and senior years, I was doing 20